Now, we know you can't talk about aviation and not mention the role that aircraft have played in the wars. It's sad but true. But also playing a role in wars have been men and women from show business who have enlisted to fight or to be used for public relations purposes. I shall explain. Now, with this list that I produced, if you think I've missed out on any, please let me know. For instance, in World War I, Englishman Ronald Adams flew Sopwith Camels, found work as an actor after World War I and rejoined the RAF in World War II. You know, that name wouldn't mean much to anybody, but if I said he played the Air Vice Marshal Leigh Mallory in Reach for the Sky, you'd probably remember him.
Here's Leigh Mallory's kid.
That was a good show, Barter. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Wish we'd had more aircraft.
What about World War II? The standout is Jimmy Stewart. He was 33 years of age and already had 400 hours when he enlisted. He had a distinguished career as a pilot, promoted to Major General in 1985. Can you believe that, Major General? You might know him from Winning Your Wings from 1942, in which he played himself.
Looks like I'm back in the movies again, doesn't I?
What about Clark Gable? Gunner observer who flew 5 missions. Hitler offered a sizable award to anyone who brought him Gable alive. I don't think Hitler was going to recognise him and give him a medal. Now, the interesting thing was that when Gable enlisted, he did so with his cinematographer, who was there with him the whole way to document the experience from raw recruit through to finish. Gable finished as a major, played a brigadier general in command decision.
For the good of the service, our bombardment is at stake, General.
Ingenious, Casey, but you've got your order.
Then at midnight tonight, I charge Captain Jenks with desertion in the face of the enemy.
Not to mention Gone with the Wind, perhaps.
Where shall I go? What shall I do?
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
David Niven, a British actor who left the safety of Hollywood to return to the UK and join the army in World War II. Played squadron leader Geoffrey Crisp in the first of the few about R.J. Mitchell's development of the Spitfire, so we're including him because of that aircraft connection. Paul Newman, initially in the US Navy after being turned down as a pilot due to his colour blindness. He was qualified as a radio man and rear gunner in torpedo bombers, and he was on the aircraft carrier Bunker Hill at the Battle of Okinawa. You might know him from The Sting, where he played Henry Gondorf.
It's a nice con, Hickey. I thought you were the feds myself when you came in.
Now, the amazing thing, in my view, about Paul Newman is his amazing philanthropy. Anyone take a guess at how much money he raised for charities over the years? $500 million. That's a lot of funds. So much for the Yanks. What about the Australian serviceman? Charles Bud Tingwell, trained on Harvard in Canada and flew Hurricanes, Spitfires and many others, retired as a flight lieutenant. How would we know Charles? Well, he was the control tower officer in Smithy, or as Lawrence Hamill in The Castle.
Competing rights cannot be weighed one against the other. Is a family's right to live freely in their home outweigh?
Peter Finch. Now, Peter Finch was an aircraft gunner during the bombing of Darwin, acted in many propaganda films such as Rats of Tobruk, where he played Peter Linton.
Thank God you're getting out of this.
Oh, Peter, I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
Here, come on, chill. It's all right. We'll meet each other as soon as I get out of this place.
And finally, Chips Rafferty, enlisted in the RAF the day after his wedding. Why? Reached flying officer status. Also in Ratchet Brook as Milo Trent.
Milo Trent, dingo hunter and cattleman, good-natured and easygoing.
Did you come up with any others?
Errol Flynn.
Say again?
Errol Flynn.
Errol Flynn. I'll research that one.
Lana Turner.
Lana Turner.
She invented the acoustic torpedo.
Goodness me.
15 other inventions. She spent most of her time not as an actress, but in the laboratory inventing.
Wow. Well, there you go, Mr. Murphy. We'll look into that one. But their fame was a double-edged sword. Fancy promoting a actor or actress as a hero in those dark days, and yet being worried in case these stars were injured or killed.